First fadge of the new year. Hey, welcome to Frequently Asked Junk, that thing we do every Sunday where you guys ask me some pretty bizarre questions and I give you some real-ass answers. For instance, Bro Die Lee Ferguson, crazy name, wants to know, does New Zealand exist? And of course, you know, anybody who knows anything ever about anything knows that New Zealand doesn't exist. And New Zealand is a product of a fever dream had by J.R.R. Tolkien, which was reimagined by Peter Jackson for The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And you can dispute me on this, but until I see New Zealand in real life, I have no reason to believe it exists. And furthermore, I'd like to point out that you never see J.R.R. Tolkien and New Zealand in the same place at the same time. So, your move. Stephanie Sheenan wants to know if I can cure her carpal tunnel. Now, I mean, no questions asked. I don't want to know how you got it, but we all know how you get it. I'm not a medical science doctor, but I mean, if your hand's doing all cramped up, why not just stretch it out? I don't know. Did I just cure a person of carpal tunnel? We'll see. You know, and like I said, doctor-patient confidentiality, I don't need to know. But there are so few ways to get carpal tunnel, and only one of them involves shouting, "No, wait, hold on a second!" every time somebody jingles the door handle. Jordan Ramsey wants me to give them a senior quote. I assume that's for an old person magazine. My cat has tremendous eye boogers, and they're a real pain to dig out. How's that? You could have that one. That one's on the house. Heidi Peedle wants to know, do you think someone could survive on just Spam alone? And, you know, I'm not a medical science doctor, but I would say that, yeah, I believe that if you eat enough Spam, you could live forever, because Spam has got so many preservatives and toxins in it that after you eat enough Spam, eventually it cans your body, preserving it for all eternity for you to walk the earth knowing eternal sadness. But, you see, the real problem here is that the amount of Spam that you need to eat to preserve your body forever is just a little more than the amount of Spam that you need to eat to kill yourself. So it's quite the conundrum, you see, to eat that much Spam before you die. Madison the Mad Hatter Harris wants to know, if you could choose one saw trap, which one would you choose? I imagine that she means, like, that what I would be trapped in. I gotta say, I really thought that the trap from Saw 4, I believe it's actually in the deleted scenes, the one where they have to fill a vial full of orphan tears before their coffee gets overcreamed. And I mean, yeah, they probably shouldn't have had that in the movie, because it was a really long scene of them swearing and berating and just saying terrible things to young children and then forcing them to cry into little jars. I mean, at the end, they both had to drink overcreamed coffee, which hurt their tummies a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they ran out of ideas for that by the second movie. Dahafi Garcia wants to know when he should stop fisting. Well, I'm not a medical science doctor, so I don't know too much about it, but I would say an appropriate time to stop fisting would be when you're no longer fisting and you're actually operating your partner like a ventriloquist dummy. I think that's a good place to stop. You might have gone a little too far. Abigail Sexbang, that's a wonderful last name. I believe it's Scandinavian and actually pronounced Sexy Bang, asks, if everything is possible, is it possible for something to become impossible? Isn't having hope enough for you? Everything is possible. Isn't that enough? Can't you just be happy knowing that everything is possible? Why do you gotta go poking holes in it? If you poke holes in good things, that's how you sink boats. Caitlin Clement asks, how do I stop my dog from licking my cat's asshole? Try flavoring your cat's ass with something the dog doesn't like. Maybe you can find some cat's ass friendly Tabasco at a Whole Foods or one of those vegan places. Or maybe just spritz it with some lemon. Maybe the dog doesn't like lemon. Or just cut your dog's tongue off. After a quick Google search on the internet, both of those things are considered animal abuse. So don't do them. Try saying don't every time the dog licks your cat's asshole. Emma friend wants to know, how do you bring the lettuce? Here is how you properly bring the lettuce. Once you've got the lettuce in your hand that you want to be brought, you have to flourish it, you know? Because that's all lettuce is, it's just a flourish, you know? It's not a meal, it's just something to make your meal look nice. I eat lettuce the same way I eat French fries. I just dump a bunch of ranch dressing on it and pretend like it's healthy. So once you've got the lettuce in hand, you just want to kind of grab it and just like it's a confetti. It's like it's a confetti, or like you're at a friend's wedding and instead of rice you're throwing lettuce, and you know you're never gonna get married because you're never gonna find the right person for you, but you're doing it begrudgingly because they're your friend and you gotta pretend to be happy for them. So you're just throwing it like it's a great confetti time. But you know what? You should throw it into a plate or onto a bowl and not onto the floor like a fucking idiot. How do I stay calm when people are dicks to me about having a service dog, asks Alyssa Bear. I think that's how your name was pronounced. I'm not a dictionary, so I don't know. I would say if you've got a service dog, I'm assuming that you've got a reason to have a service dog. So why not lose it, you know? No, wait, no. I mean, freak out a little bit. If somebody is rude to you about having a service dog, shout at them that you need the service dog, and that ought to make them feel like a real big dick, and hopefully embarrass them in front of everybody who they're being a dick to you in front of. But no, really, maybe just, you know, stay calm and ignore them because, you know, everybody's mad that they don't get to have a dog around them at all times, I guess. Mary Hira asks, how do you tell the difference between your skateboard and your mom? Well, if your skateboard starts nagging at you while you're doing a wicked awesome grind, might be your mom. Also, if you're grinding your mom, therapy! Cyanide Snowflake asks, if I was to get another piercing, where and why? Probably, I'd probably get one where the sun doesn't shine. Why? So that I can have something to back up what I say. I've got 3 here, and then 1 where the sun doesn't shine. Trust me, you don't want to see it. Because, you know, when you say that, everybody always wants to see it anyway. Or at least they say they want to see it, and when you pull out your ass, nobody sticks around. I've been single all year. Now what? Asks Thorn? T-Horn? Well, you got a microwave, don't you? And you know, melons are probably on sale. They're out of season, so they're trying to get rid of them. So why not have yourself a good old-fashioned melon orgy? Sounds like you got nobody. Sounds like you got nobody nagging you not to have sex with melons. So pop a couple holes in those suckers and go to town, or try and meet a nice person. And Hayden wants to know, if I was a Care Bear, what color would I be, and what would be on my tummy? Now, look, Hayden, I would never be a Care Bear. For one, it seems like you gotta care, and also be a bear, and of which those two, I neither. So, I would be I just wouldn't be a fucking Care Bear, cause I don't. Black and the middle finger. There's your answers. So if you got any questions you want me to answer in a video or whatever, send them to me over Facebook and Twitter, or just right here in the YouTube comments below. Ask a dump load of questions down there, and I will get to them next week. I am in desperate need of a haircut, so if you have any suggestions as to what I should do with this, leave that in a comment below. There's a new podcast coming out this Wednesday, one you're probably not going to want to miss, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.